How many people do you know who put this unnecessary pressure on themselves to be really skillful or great at or even perfect at something right out of the gate? We forget what it is like to be new at a skill, new at a task, and we somehow expect that we are immune from learning new things. Let me give you an example of this. So often when I am working with leaders and working with teams on how to get better at setting clear expectations, or how to get better at setting boundaries and asking people to honor them, or how to get better at having growth feedback conversations, they struggle and feel like that they're supposed to be great at it and people are going to judge them. But we can't get good at something if we don't fumble and stumble and practice. And so one of the things that we can do to help give ourselves some grace and also ask others to give us grace is just to be really real and say something like, hey, I'm really trying to get better at setting clear expectations, so please forgive me as this isn't as clear as it could be, or if I fumble and bumble a little bit, this is hard for me, but it's important for me to get better at this. Or when it comes to growth feedback conversations, you might say something like, this is really uncomfortable for me, but I care enough about you and your success, or I care enough about this team, or I care enough about our relationship, so please bear with me. And when we let people know that we are new at something, when we say, hey, this might cut out clumsy, or hey, this might not be the greatest, but please bear with me, we really invite people in to lean in with some empathy, lean in with some curiosity, give us some grace, but we also give other people permission to do the same. We have to remember that we're all new at something, and we're not going to get better without putting ourselves out into that arena to risk falling down, to risk screwing it up in the effort of getting better at something. So my invitation and my challenge for you this week is to find those areas where you are wanting to grow. Give yourself permission to be new and learning and growing and developing in it, and let others know that. Ask for their feedback, ask for their support, ask for their grace. You might just be surprised that it goes a little better than you imagine it in your head. After all, we do tend to catastrophize unnecessarily. I would love to hear what opens up for you as you put this one into practice. And remember, even as you're trying new things and you fall down and you stumble, never ever let anyone dull your sparkle.